What's going on, guys? This is your boy Aries from Aries Game Productions, and I am here with my buddy Mondo from Modification Gaming.
Ooh, what's going on, guys?
So, basically, this is basically just some gameplay that I felt like doing tonight while we were kind of discussing some stuff just regarding the new Kingdom Hearts that comes out Tuesday on the 29th. For Kingdom Hearts
Facts.
3, and we were kind of talking a little bit about some of our older content that we were looking at, or that Mondo was actually looking at, and some of the older stuff that we had done, I think, probably towards like November and December of about 2 years ago.
Something along those lines, man. It is so weird. Yeah, it's so weird talking about it because before we started the stream, I was just watching some of our older videos, especially the one of Paragon, and I did a video or two on my channel about it. And it's just my heart broke because like Paragon was such a freaking fun game,
Yeah.
and its lifespan, let's just say, KO'd. Um, it's sad. Like I just watching the gameplay, like that's actually some of our very first, some of our first videos we ever did on your
Yeah.
channel and my channel was that, and like just hearing me talk is like kind of cringy. Like I'm saying the stupidest things. Like I'm like, okay, come on. But
But
it's crazy how much growth has happened in just our lives and just I don't know, it's weird. But
the more that I think the more that I thought about it, like the more that I really think that that Paragon. We were talking about it actually before we got on the stream, but there was just, as far as Paragon goes, the gameplay-wise aspect of it, there was absolutely nothing wrong with the game.
no,
And
none.
so I mean, it was just kind of more disappointing than anything else. I think the direction that they decided to go with the game, as far as like what they were wanting to do with Paragon, and but I didn't feel that way with like other games that like we played on stream too. Like I knew that
Is that weird to
Warframe,
say?
yeah, I knew that Warframe would never go away, and like stuff like that. So, like I just knew that we like
Yeah,
we would be able to play that game whenever we wanted to. Paragon felt like it was like there was a time, like there was like a time limit that we had on it, and it was going to constantly go away. And
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what really felt like crap. Like I was like, this kind of sucks, just because we only had, like, as soon as the announcement came out that the servers were going to be shut down, we had essentially a couple more days left before it happened. And
Yeah.
well, not really. I think it was probably about a month or two, but it felt like a couple
I
of
can't remember.
days.
Yeah.
That's what really sucked about it. But yeah, I mean, it's that was more depressing, I think, than most of most of like the rest of how 2018 was going to go for me. Just the way I felt like I was like, oh man, they're gonna start doing this with a lot of the free to play stuff that's actually fun. They're gonna get rid of that, and that was just in my mind like the death signal for like fun free to play games. Now, thankfully, that has been the case because like Warframe is still doing fantastic. It's quite frankly, it's blown Destiny 2 out of the water as far as
Yep.
a
Facts.
loot-based experience, and so that's absolutely true. I mean, you can actually check on the Steam prices and go look at the Steam playthroughs for Warframe versus Destiny 2, and you'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Just about how much it just blows it out of the water. Also, can we just talk about how pretty this game looks in HD? I know I did a play of this the last time, did like try to do a speed run of it, but
Mm-hmm.
every time I do a stream on Kingdom Hearts 2, the it doesn't look like anything drops. Like there's no like old like PS2 graphic drop or anything like that. And look at that dodge. Oh my god.
Oh, the skills.
Fun thing about these fights is that most of the early parts of Kingdom Hearts 2 are weird because you just can't win any of those fights. You absolutely cannot win them at all.
Until you start doing drugs and you start seeing swords up in the air and choosing if you want to do this, that, and the other, and
yeah,
you're
luckily
pretty much
this game,
confused.
luckily this game does not punish you like Kingdom Hearts 1 does. Whenever you do choose those options, you'll still get every ability in the game, but whatever you choose for the like sword thing, like the little struggle battle we did in this part of the game, it was just basically getting you abilities that you're going to use probably like once you start getting around like level 18 or 19, you'll start seeing more of them. But back to what we were talking about, I think the problem with some of the newer games that are going to come out is that they are not going to, for me, they're not going to scratch the itch of that Paragon did for me.
That 100, dude, yes. Like, I just, something about Paragon, something about how it felt, something about, and as you were talking, I was just thinking about it, of like, I was comparing it to other games I've played, and you know what's really funny about Paragon? You know what it's extremely similar to? Battlefront.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Just think about that. Like, I mean, you have your it's not obviously not the exact same. I mean, you could run and gun more in Battlefront, but you have your command posts that you have to, you know, with your other minions or other soldiers, you have to
like the
conquer
CPUs,
and push the enemy back. Yeah, and I mean, the further you go into the enemy base, the harder it gets because that's where they all spawn, is right there.
Yeah.
So like we were kind of, you know, raised on that type of gameplay from the start because, you know, about the OG Battlefront, you know, not the trash one, you know, like that's what we were kind of used to. So when I was playing that game, I was kind of like, I don't know, I didn't notice it until now, but like I was loving it so much because it just felt like something I've already been familiar to. You know? So
I mean, and given the fact that I think a lot of MOBAs do that, like that's you know, the entire premise of like the hero MOBA type of thing is just you have, you know, your 5 or 6 teammates, you go into the map, you have your minions, and you know, at the same time you're trying not to, you know, let your teammates down and like level up and ooh, fun part of the stream. Look at Goofy, 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 yeah! Alright.
Look at that, oh, yup.
But, yeah, it's, I think for the most part, like, since we were raised on that, yeah, like, you're right, I mean, we did get raised on that type of gameplay.
Isn't it funny how similar it is now that you're thinking about it?
Yeah, it is. And just because, like, that's the initial rush of Battlefront. Like, you and a couple of bots, not a couple, but, like, you and the rest of the bots on your team going in that first, like, original wave. Yeah.
That's what the new Battlefront doesn't have the bots. Well, Battlefront 2 it does. In the space combat missions in multiplayer, that's it. But like, that's the only time you'll have like a lot of bots. And even Angry Joe commented on that. He was like, I just don't get why like they just won't add bots that will make the game just feel better and make it feel more fluid, make it feel like, I don't know, because I guess they're just so anal about not doing what Pandemic did, and they just don't want to do it. And I think it's just shallow. I think it could be so much better having more people on the ground, not just like, what is it, like 12 on 12 or 16 on 6, I can't remember what it is, but it's just, I want bigger battles. I want like 64 against 64. You know how broken that would be and how awesome it would be if that was that?
Like,
oh man,
completely broken.
I mean, it can get kind of ridiculous at, you know, at a certain point, but I mean, maybe 32 versus 32, that's the max. You know what I'm saying? I would like that, but you can't. So it kind of sucks. But when we're talking about like games that like, in my opinion, encapsulate, the best Star Wars game I have played in the recent years, actually recently, is not even actually a Star Wars game. It's a mod. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Arma 3. It's a very realistic military simulator. Like, if you get shot in the arm, you have to bandage your arm. You have to put a tourniquet on your arm to stop the bleeding. You have a heart rate. You have, like, blood pressure. I mean, you can pass out. I mean, like, it's real military stuff. And, like, there's different ways of, like, how you do combat. I mean, I love this part where you're doing the competition.
Yeah, the struggle battles, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
it's this annoying piece of shit right here.
Beat the crap out of the guy. Don't give him a chance to come back. It's like, it doesn't even matter if he hits you a few times. Like, if you get the most balls, you win. Gay. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know, man. I remember playing that, and you can you play on your computer. You can just download the mod for it, and like I did a couple of missions on it on my own, and it was like the most fun I've had playing a Star Wars game. And that's another great segue. Did you know, Evan, another Star Wars game was canceled?
No, I did not.
Yeah, the Star Wars game that the girl from the Uncharted series canceled.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you didn't hear about that. Yeah,
no.
Man, everyone is just done with EA at this point. They
as
you were
they
running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, nope, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna play the last Star Wars. No, but everyone is absolutely done with EA. There's a guy who I think he helped develop the Star Wars lore and license. He was on a stream and he commented. He was saying, the one guy asked him, "So what do you think about EA and how they've handled the Star Wars license?" He literally looked at him. He said, "I think it's absolutely embarrassing. Like they have literally taken. It's hilarious. They have taken such an amazing franchise, right? They're probably one of the best franchises ever to be made, in my honest opinion. And they have just tarnished it. They have, and just they've had the license about 5 to 6 years. They did a 10-year deal with Disney, right? For 5 to 6 years, they only had 2 games come out, Battlefront 1 and 2, and they've canceled like 2 or 3 games, if I remember correctly. 2 to 3 games they've canceled.
Yes.
Star Wars 1313. They canceled KOTOR 3, Knights of the Republic 3. And this the new one they just canceled. They keep canceling games. The Darth Maul game they canceled. I mean, there's so many Star Wars games they keep canceling, and they're just not.
Bunch of idiots. Like, how do you cancel a Darth Maul game when you know that people would eat that thing up? You wanna know
why? It's because they can't. There wasn't a good way to monetize it.
Yeah, it's. Because, yeah, God forbid you do a single-player experience, yeah.
I mean, how else are they going to... you can't a single-player game as good as you want to a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's insane. EA has literally been doing these crappy practices for so long now that it blows on... People wonder why Disney lets them still have the license, but people don't understand that Disney doesn't care about gaming. They don't want to step into the gaming world. So what?
Axel quotes.
Oh, LOL. But they literally do not care about the gaming world. That's why they sold their license. That's all. They let EA have complete control over the license because obviously they know how to make money because the FIFA and all those sports games. They're like, hey, you know, since they know what they're doing, we're gonna give them a 10-year deal and they can do what they want. But they have treated. Oh wow, you absolutely swiped left on him. He kicked my butt the first time I played the game.
Yeah,
but like,
he does that little his little
power move,
desperation move, yeah. And then I just
like seeing. That's Anthem.
Yeah, Diz. Don't spoil it for the kids. But we're actually skipping all these.
If you haven't played this game already, you're just down.
But
love you guys, but like you need to play. If you've not played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I mean you need to play.
And now we're going to get cheesed right here, actually.
It's just like everyone just like, okay, we're on pause now. You want to continue the match? Like, we're almost freaking died by this guy like looking like from the Wu generation of the Romance of Three Kingdoms. What's the Zinkai? Not Zinkai.
Oh yeah, Zhao.
Doomsday's sister or his wife or whoever. Well, that's hopefully his wife, not his sister. But anyway, continue on. But yeah, so anywho, but it's sad because the Star Wars license is Title IX rape. It's being raped.
Yeah, it is.
And I shouldn't. That's a terrible thing to say, and I probably shouldn't use that analogy. But the thing is, if you look at just how poorly, absolutely how poorly, it has been handled, it is shocking. It's depressing. It's sad to see just how great. You're about to die, aren't you?
Yeah. That's a death abuse. Because that's why we get that. We get the medal. We just need a strength increase instead of... what you usually get is that little trophy thing that, like, increases uh, your, I guess, resistance to, like, fire.
So you
like,
want to lose that last match?
Yes, you want to, because you get a better item for it.
That is so stupid. Okay.
Yep.
Anywho, I did not know that all this entire time.
That because yeah, you get the strength boost for it instead of a defense boost. You don't really need a defense boost at this point in the game. You don't.
Rip my soul.
Yeah.
But so you know, when it comes to Star Wars games, man, if you look back in the past, you had Knights of the Republic, you had Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Starfighter, you had the Clone Wars, like the PS2 Clone Wars game. Like I played that religiously. I don't think a lot of people know or remember that game very well, but I do. I loved it. I'm trying to. There's just so many different games that came out. I can't remember every single one. Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, Star Wars Galaxies, which in my opinion was one of the best MMO RPGs that ever was devised. In my opinion, I love. If you've never heard of Star Wars Galaxies, man, that game was the ish. And the saddest part is, the game, when I played it, they had made so many changes to the game that, like, when I came in, I loved it still, but, like, a lot of people hated it because they made, you can look it up. There's a great video on it. Because Star Wars Galaxies, there's different classes when I started playing it, and, like, at the very beginning, you couldn't be a Jedi. Like, that was a very, like, locked-off secret class that you couldn't just have. Like, you had to, like, it was super rare for someone to be a Jedi. So, like, because you had to find, like, a Jedi holocron, and, like, it was a super rare drop. But then, like, they changed the game where, like, it added class systems, where at first you could literally do whatever you wanted to do. It was a very lucrative, like, whatever class you like. If you wanted to be an entertainer and just be a beast tamer, then cool, that's it, do it. But then they had to, limit you to what you can actually do. Anywho, but, like, it's just sad, man. Star Wars is one of my favorite licenses. It's one of my favorite. If you wanted to have a conversation about Star Wars, I could tell you so many facts about Star Wars. It's not even funny. I could explain the lore to you. I could explain everything to you, how it happened from start to finish.
Yeah,
but
you're really good.
I love Star Wars.
Your knowledge of that actually impresses me most of the time that you actually talk about it. Because like I'll be like, you'll tell me something, I'll be like, wow,
what the fuck? Okay, like here's a fact. Here's a fact that I just learned the other day. Darth Vader. Luke Skywalker is Darth Vader's son, right? But how did he know that? Well, here's the thing. After A New Hope, Darth Vader became fixated on that pilot that shot him out, which is the X-Wing pilot who was Luke Skywalker, right? So he hired Boba Fett to track this guy down and to find him and, like, capture him and bring him to Darth Vader. And Boba Fett got him to say his name. He said, "My name's Luke Skywalker." Then Boba Fett told him. And then Darth Vader, when he got the news from Boba Fett, he got the news. He said, all he could do is be filled with rage because he, up to that point, believed that he didn't have any kids, and, like, Padme had died and all that. And that's where he wanted to, get him to join him to kill the Emperor. That's where that all started. Because, like, up to that point, he thought that Palpatine and Darth Vader, they were equals, but no, Palpatine was using him and lied to him the entire time. See, Palpatine didn't know that Padme actually lived until, well, I guess he did know. I don't know. I don't know. But there's actually another comic that actually proves who the father of Anakin Skywalker is.
Oh.
Palpatine.
Holy shit, that'd be...
Like, it's not, and, like, there's a comic about it where, like, he goes to Mustafar and, like, he makes a portal or something where he's trying to get Padme back, basically, to get her from this different realm, and it's kind of hard. I didn't watch all of it, so I'm kind of super confused on it. But anywho, whoa.
Did you see that?
The static. What was that? Oh, that's the simulation going crazy. That's right.
Yeah, when your Roxas go through the first time,
this game goes SAO hollow fragment.
Dude, it's essentially what Roxas is in right now. He is in Aincrad.
See, no one else would get that reference other than you, because like you're like one of my best friends. But anywho, anyway, we freaking love like the same crap. It's hilarious. Anywho, when he was in this portal, he entered it, and like he actually killed all the Jedi he killed before. Like Mace Windu, he fought all of them, destroyed them, like absolutely swipe left on them. Even Yoda. Yoda jumps up and charges at him, freaking grabs Yoda, just stabs him through the chest. Because that's not really Yoda. I mean, it's all visions, like him doing trials and stuff. But then he sees his mother, and all you see is like his mother. Then you see Palpatine in the shadows, like having his hand over her stomach, and like it looks like he's like emitting the Force. But he said, "What if Darth Plagueis learned how to do? He could manipulate midichlorians to create life."
Yeah.
And he looked at Anakin with that face, like, you know, to create life. In Revenge of the Sith. And I called that. I said, dude, Palpatine is the reason why Anakin's alive. Cause guess what? But there was no father.
Yeah.
So either unless Anakin is Jesus Christ, or maybe Palpatine literally, you know, he caused her to be pregnant, and he was the, you know. It's insane to think about. So I mean, that's been one of the biggest like thing, and this is all canon. This is proven that like Palpatine is the father. Well, not really the father, because I don't think they actually, you know, did it or anything. I think that he used the Force to do that. But Palpatine, no matter what, is a genius when you look at the Star Wars franchise. When you look at the Clone Wars and how he manipulated two freaking sides of a conflict. And he basically used one side to completely conquer the entire galaxy. So when he was done and like you did Order 66, he had control of everything.
Yeah, that's
Rock looks like freaking Naruto.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know why I just noticed that. It's just freaking.
It's hilarious.
Doctor
Just
Naruto. But yeah, no, I love Star Wars, and it's just sad. There could be so many games. There's the Star Wars 1313 where you play as freaking Boba Fett, and they said nope. Why? Like, why? That's like a spiritual successor to Star Wars Bounty Hunter, man. Like, do you know how amazing that would have been? And like, I don't care if it's a freaking Uncharted like single, like, you know what I mean? If it's a Star Wars game, I'm gonna pick it up and play it because I want to play it. I love Star Wars. Because Star Wars sells like hotcakes, and if you make a good game, you're going to make a crap ton of revenue off of it, because it's a license that it's been raped to death by the freaking EA.
Yeah, it's been tortured. Yeah,
it's been tortured. It's been, in my opinion, I think that Star Wars was in better hands in George Lucas's hands than Disney. I think that. I don't get me wrong, like the Clone Wars was not a very good movie. It had a lot of problems. I mean, I liked Phantom Menace. I think it had some of the greatest music, and like Revenge of the Sith had a great music as well. Even the pod racing was pretty cool. I mean, it was cool stuff.
Revenge of the Sith to me is actually the best Star Wars movie.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I think that you know what's actually really funny? Do you know how Boba Fett got introduced to the Star Wars universe? The Star Wars Christmas special. I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, I remember reading on that. Is that not funny?
Yeah,
anywho, yeah, like, dude, like if I'm being objective here, if you're talking about like part of the main like movies, what is my favorite? Definitely not the new ones. Force Awakens was cool, except the lightsaber fights are really cool. I liked them. Like Kylo Ren versus Finn and Rey at the very end. I thought that was a very awesome and powerful scene. I got pumped up when he grabbed that lightsaber. He says, "Drop it now, give it to me." Just come and get it. And like I was like, okay, that's pretty bad A.
Yeah,
Last Jedi was a horrible movie. It ruined like so much. It ruined Skywalker. It ruined Rey. It just messed. It caused more conflict and no resolution, and I hated it. Anywho, but I gotta say, in terms of my favorite Star Wars movie, that's a hard one. It's a really hard one to just kind of say. But I had to say Revenge of the Sith. I have to agree. I think that the characters, like, because here's the thing, and I know I've been talking too much, but like the thing is, like, if you look at that movie, it's like you're watching let's just say you're watching a romance. You know what I mean? It has that type of feel to it. It's a very uplifting, great movie, but then it hits a point where it just goes dark.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You have the light side, and then you have the dark. Like, oh my gosh, he kills freaking kids.
Yeah, it's one of the very few movies too where you feel like the bad guy actually does deserve to win.
Yeah.
If you've watched all of the prequels and like you understand what Palpatine is doing, it feels very deserved.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. Like it's a very well executed, very well made. In my opinion, I think Revenge of the Sith is one of the best Star Wars movies of all time.
Yeah.
If you're talking about like the non like, well, they're canon, but like talking about like the sub stories they've done, I thought Rogue One was excellent. Very very good movie in my opinion. I loved Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One is.
Solo, I actually liked. A lot of people didn't like it, and that's fine. But like for me, I thought that was better than Last Jedi. So that's pretty low standards anyway. But I've liked and Solo's on Netflix, so you can watch it on Netflix right now. So go watch it if you haven't, definitely. But I don't know. Last Jedi just really made me upset. It makes me not very excited to see the new one, and it comes out this holiday, I think.
Yeah, it comes out this December.
Yeah, that's how it's always been at Christmas. But I don't think it can be redeemed. I guess it could. I'm calling it. Rey, her father is Han Solo. I mean, I heard that like her parents were like kind of said that they were a bunch of nobodies. I don't remember. I was so angry to that movie that like I just stopped caring, and like I watched it, but like I didn't get very invested in it. But Kylo is his sister, her brother.
See,
yeah,
I don't mind the fact that like they were gonna go down that whole path of like, okay, well, you know, like I think they wanted to basically say like anybody can be a Jedi, as if no one knew that already.
Mark Hamill says that he thinks that anyone can use a lightsaber, and honestly, I don't like that. I don't think that that's accurate. And Luke, don't get me wrong, Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill is probably, if not the most, like, if he has an opinion on Star Wars, then hey, then okay, I respect your opinion. You were the one that started it. You were there at the beginning. I can't argue with your opinion. But like, I think that you have to be a Jedi or understand how to use your Force midichlorians, because everyone has midichlorians, right? Mm-hmm. But like, if you don't know how to use them, then you should not be able to you should not be able to activate a lightsaber, because it's only a Jedi can use a lightsaber. That's why in KOTOR, Knights of the Republic, there was a mission where you had to hunt down the Mandalorians that were killing the farmers on the Dantooine. Mm. Well, interesting that the guy who had a blue and a red lightsaber. Interesting how he didn't use that in the fight. I know it's a weird analogy or comparison I'm making, but think about it. I mean, like, he was not a Force user. He did not understand how to use a lightsaber. And he had one of the best weapons ever made to mankind in the Star Wars universe.
He just said hard
pass. Freaking Thor Donald Goofy's back, baby. Or they're about to be back.
Oh, let's go ahead and go some experience, though. This is honestly the best part about Roxas right here, is that this is actually a really good place to level up if you're doing like you want to hit that like really high level before you go back into the game, because the enemies here are like giving you like 9 and like almost like 20 experience each. The nobodies are usually pretty high experience. After this, it's literally like all Sora, Donald, and Goofy fight are like the Heartless, and they give you like,
yeah.
You could just sit here in Roxas in the mansion and just pwn everything.
I'm wondering if Star Wars is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't think so. I think I really want it to be. I don't know. Because they definitely haven't showed everything that's going to be in the game.
Oh,
they
I got it. It's going to be in the gummy ship missions.
Oh, dude, if it is, oh my god.
Calling it. There's going to be a Death Star like alternative. God. Or there's going to be DLC where you get to fight Darth Vader.
I would soak
Or the
that.
Emperor, the Last Jet. Oh, that'd be cool.
I'd
None of
soak
the new,
that
but
DLC
none of the new
up.
Disney ones.
Yeah.
Keep the Finn and Rey crap out of there. Just do the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
We'll be good.
Return of the Jedi, or they'll probably end up doing episode 4.
Like a New Hope.
No, they'll actually. I think they'll do episode. They'll either do episode 5 or 6, because that
Here's the thing,
way,
though.
because you'll have Luke as a party member.
Yeah. But think about it like this though, because you come back to the worlds different times, right? If you go back multiple times, like it's not the same
let's
because like
just-
different parts of the
Can we just watch this
absolute
boss fight?
control off the loop. Oh, Roxas, he's angry. He says, "You're my best friend." And you got like, let me get that dual wield Kirito Starburst Stream looking. Wow. Okay, let's just delete him immediately.
And that's how you do that fight. Yeah.
See, like, you're a little bit. You're like a few seconds ahead of me. So.
Dun, 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 dun,
Control Alt Delete Alt F4.
Probably Kingdom Hearts 2 probably had the greatest soundtrack of an RPG. Probably before, I don't care what anybody says, Undertale's got a great soundtrack. There's just something about the nostalgia for me for going and playing 2 again. Yeah, like, even the HD remixes, some of them are just better than the original PS2 one, and that's very hard to do for a remaster for a game. And
Here's my question: How old were you when you first played this game?
Oh, I was probably, oh god,
You were old as.
yeah, let's see, I was probably at least, RIP my boy.
Is that not what you're thinking about, like when you first played this? Like I can tell you when I first played it. It wasn't when I was a kid. It was like when I was, I think a freshman or sophomore in college, and like I think I was home for summer.
I was probably 10.
Dude, yeah, you were young as frick, dude.
Yep. I was, because I could never beat Sephiroth. And then when I finally did, I had my buddies over, and we were like screaming at the TV when I beat him.
10 years old, bro. Hey, you're 10-year-old. Looking for you, Sora.
Yes, look at, speaking of 10-year-old, jeez, look at this. You know Sora by this point is actually 16? He's 15 he's 15 at the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1.
But he looks like he's like 5 years older.
Yeah.
But like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, but there's no way he was 15 in the Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yep. If you go, I actually had the book for the original PS2 booklet for the disc, and it says, yep, Sora, age 15.
But that doesn't make sense. He didn't. That's just a year.
Yeah.
Why did he grow up that much? It doesn't make sense.
Because puberty hit him real hard in that chamber.
He got effed by puberty.
Yeah, he did. Sora
Puberty messed him up.
Literally, that's why you have to. We're about to go with the Yin Sid's tower to go get him some new clothes because he's looking dirty. Although the best thing about this part of the game is that you think this look is going to be gone forever, and then you find out that there's actually a drive form that lets you just go back into it whenever you want to. But also, that drive form is the only form that you can use without your party members. There's some V's over here? Well, I just wax them. But yeah, that drive form is broken in this. Whoever decided to put drive form in this game was probably the same person who said, let's take it out in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because...
Yeah.
It's just so
but
good.
that's not on K. Is it not in Kingdom Hearts? Well, it still is in Kingdom Hearts 3, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think they took it out because
There's no way they took that out.
I haven't seen anything for it because they have the little transformations that the Keyblades use. I'm pretty sure that's going to replace drive forms because the creators of the game had to nerf drive forms when they made the 2.5 remix. They straight up nerfed them because they realized how
that's
broken
funny.
they were. But that's to me is fair because they really are broken as all get out.
Okay, but like you gotta think about it like this though. There were some boss fights in this game that were absolute, just like rage fest. Like what was the guy with the guns, with the spiker guns, like from Halo?
Yeah, Zigbar,
Uh,
yeah.
Literally, if you had like the perk that let you see his health, like he had way more health than what it said, and like you had to keep hitting him multiple times, even past you got all of his health down. If you didn't do it just right, you would be dead
Yeah, because he would
immediately.
just DM all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't.
So
Oh, that man. You probably haven't seen the data organization fights.
the what?
The data organization fights. You can go back and fight all 13 members of the organization again, and they're in like super
Okay.
boss mode.
You can fight all at the same time. What?
Yep.
A rip, my dude.
Yeah. This is why we level up here though, because look at this. We should probably get at least one level up for here. And Donald's actually doing some work. Look at this. Early game
Girl,
Donald.
you better work, baby.
Actually, early game Donald is really broken because, especially in Kingdom Hearts 2, because he'll just spam magic and it one-shots everything.
Can you say broken?
Like this is exactly what
Where?
Donald should be doing.
I'm broken inside.
Yeah.
I miss you so much. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Baby, come back. Yeah.
Leave
Oh,
Donald
coming on
alone.
the beat, every daring seduction. He's gonna knock it out. Got the keyblade eruption. Knock him swipe left, tender style.
Nice.
Got that quick deduction. Gonna swipe left on his toes.
quick
Telling you
deduction.
what.
It's pretty useful. Here, I get a high potion. Got a
Can
10.
you swipe left on it? Swipe left on it. Swipe left on it, boy.
Can
You
we
don't
actually
want.
go? Oh, I forgot. We can't go back to Sunset Hill until we come back here the second time. Forgot about that. Nice.
Okay, what is your favorite world in Kingdom Hearts 2?
World that never was.
Okay, do you have to be that guy?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Oh
I'm
no,
kidding. No, that's a pretty good
it
world.
was yeah. It's just because like it is the in-game world, so I mean it's gonna look the best. It has the best music.
But if that's the name of its title, is that actually technically a world if it never was?
I mean technically yeah. Just like how nobodies don't actually exist, but they do.
All I know is Aerolith, man. Just rip.
Oh dude. Alright, yeah.
Aerith. That's sad as freaking crap. Like, she died and she's back to life, and Cloud's just like, bro.
Dude, imagine how that's gonna be if they ever remake Final Fantasy VII. Imagine how just
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to
like
think
that's
about
gonna
it.
that's gonna be so bad.
Wait, you know they're doing it in episodes, right?
Yeah, that's. I'm not sure how
Stupid as
exactly.
frick.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Stupid as
Unless they're gonna
frick.
do it
You
like the
should- you
old
were
school
mad about
days
it.
where you had to put in
Yeah.
2 discs. That'd be fine. I mean, I wouldn't mind that because that's how you did it back in the old day.
Who lives in this tower anyway?
You had to have 2 discs set for the game. Back when you actually had enough content to use 2 disc shots. But I mean, I'd say yeah, I'd say definitely. So World That Never Was is probably my favorite world, and I would have to say the next one would probably be. It'd probably be Beast Castle.
Is it Pete's Castle?
No, Beast Castle.
Oh, Beast Castle. Yeah, no, that boss fight is broken as frick. Oh
Zaldin,
my god.
not just because of Zaldin, it's one of the only worlds that you actually feel like you are in a Disney World.
Yeah.
Like, some of the ones feel like,
see.
they feel like their Disney World is made of, like, cardboard. In some of them. Like, Land of Dragons doesn't feel like Mulan.
I feel that. I feel that.
It feels like a bunch of, like, plains and, like, maybe some mountain here and there, but, like, it doesn't really, like, capture Mulan's world style until you get to Palace, where you have to fight Shan Yu.
Oh, just great world in my honest opinion. I'm trying to think. My favorite world has to be, drumroll, I'm thinking it has to be the old animated style world.
Oh,
the
Timeless
retro
River,
one?
yeah. Dude, Timeless
Like,
River,
come on.
yeah, that's
Come
probably
on.
one of my top 5. It's at least my top 5, just because of what they did
Yes.
with the
Yes,
sound
like-
design. It actually sounds like you're in a cartoon, like in the 1930s.
Exactly.
That's dope. Like I completely agree with that. O'Donnell
So
coming
it's
in
that
with that
one-
clutch thunder, Jesus.
I'm trying to think of another one of my favorite ones I liked.
I mean,
And
Pirates of the
Kingdom Hearts
Caribbean,
2.
obviously.
I thought it was okay. I liked it okay. I mean, I don't like how the pirates have freaking crossbows and stuff. I thought that was stupid.
Oh yeah.
Because they did that because they didn't want to have guns in the game. I guess I don't know.
I think the Japanese version actually has the guns.
Well, $10 they do. The Japs don't care.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't mean to say like in a racist sense. I'm just saying they just don't
Oh
care.
my
I mean,
God.
they're very just like, okay, cool. I mean, have you not seen their freaking art style of anime? And do you not know what hentai is? Like, they worship the freaking pervy mentality.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure guns are not gonna offend them. Anywho, so yeah, there's that. But I think, let's see if I remember correctly. What was the other one I really liked?
And we get
Okay,
our
let me
first
drink
dry
up
form.
anatomy.
Yeah,
But
and Sora's got some new
have to
clothes.
say, I do have to say that I liked the Little Mermaid in the second game better than the
Yeah,
first.
it's a lot better. If they would have done it in the first game like that, it would have been so much nicer because.
Okay, but if you're talking about my very worst, like worlds I've always hated, I have
Only what?
probably a top 3, and then they're all in the first game, not in the second game. First game, it has to be the first one I really hated. Had to be Tarzan. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, Tarzan.
I hated
Deep
Tarzan.
Deep Jungle is a nightmare for beginning players, and it's so
No
bad
idea where
that
to
it's
go.
one of the first worlds in the little circuit that it's in. It's so frustrating. It really is. I don't know what they were thinking doing that.
I mean,
honestly.
they were thinking of let's make the hardest freaking game for little kids so that we traumatize them for the rest of their lives, so they come back for a better game next time. Literally, that's what happened.
It's honestly like absolute horse crap.
Oh, there's freaking Scrooge McDuck and
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck.
Talk to Aerith if you can. I want to talk.
She might not be here yet.
Yeah, she's not here yet. That's right, because she's usually right there next to.
But we're about to
Scrooge.
abuse the crap out of Vour form here.
Do it. Bet you want no balls. But yeah, there's that. The other world I hated, definitely Little Mermaid in the first game. That place was
Yeah.
that was worse
it's
than
a
the tragedy of
disaster.
Dark Plagueis the Wise. Like that was horrible. Horrible. Like you were so lost the entire time. Just to get anywhere, you had to like go through like a maze of like tunnels, and you kept dying all the freaking time. You had no idea what was happening. So whatever. And this is honestly my top worst in my honest opinion. And can you guess which one it is?
Is it a Halloween Town?
No, I loved Halloween Town.
Meet the Hollow Bastion
let's see,
Restoration.
Halloween Town is actually there's freaking what's his name?
Well,
Sid.
if you ain't in top shape,
No, not Sid. Well, there's him, but like
Leon.
who's that? Oh, that's a ninja chick from Final Fantasy VII. It's Aerith.
Yeah, Yuffie, yeah. Dude, Yuffie
And then
is
what's
she's actually
that guy's
really
name?
Does that mean you forgot
Sid and
about
Leon,
us?
Leon, yeah.
or
So where have you
Squall
guys been all
is technically his Final Fantasy name, but we actually get to talk to Merlin, I think, here when we come back, I believe, after we come back here the first time. But we're gonna this is actually really cheap. I figured out this a long time ago. So if you're in your drive form and you go back out to the world map and you're still in drive form and you still have your stuff up, it'll just refill whenever you spawn back into the save point.
Rip.
Yeah. So if I wanted to, I could just
Hey, but joke's
scroll.
on you, they can patch that crap. For me, they can't because I have it on my PS2.
Oh, they'll never patch this game ever again. They actually did. They do still patch it, but they do it in a very good way.
Oh, I bet.
Because they only patch it for speedrunners. Because they realize this game's already perfect enough, but sometimes like whenever you press like the triangle button for a reaction command, it wouldn't go through. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a simple bug fix. We'll fix that for you guys. And we're like, heck yeah.
I think I just hit puberty because my voice, I went like, uh-huh, and I went, Haven't had that moment happen since I was in freaking middle school, bro.
God.
Nah, man, but, my top worst world is, oh, what's it called? Shoot, I had it in my head and it left me. Neverland. Not Neverland, what's it called?
Oh, Monstro.
Huh?
The one with the whale.
No, I didn't mind that one. I'm talking about the one that.
Monstro.
Oh, I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad for me. But like, I'm talking about oh, what is the world called? Alice in Wonderland. Oh my word.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland was. I thought it was
So
alright,
you
but I
can
can
like it, that's
understand.
fine. Me, I hated, and also that last world where it's like a freaking gauntlet. Oh my Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Did you actually finish your let's play of the first game?
No, because I think when it crashed, I think I was just so demoralized that Simba crashed the game. So Simba.
That's right, because I think I was watching it at that point, and the stream just stopped. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, it just hard crashed. Kingdom Hearts 2 is way better about not crashing. Yeah. So that's actually. I get away from Leon. Yeah, get away from my boy. There you go. Oh my god. Yeah, speedrunning this part in the game is trash. Because Leon will just hit everything all over the place, and it really sucks. Like, he absolutely just is trash. And then... Oh, let's do this. That's actually the original yeet. Yeah, this is why it's a nightmare to play with Leon over here. But the gates hold the line.
Hold the line.
Oh yeah, let's listen
Love isn't always
to my
on
voice in this
time.
here.
Were it only in more
Name that band.
capable hands.
Show yourself.
Keyblade, a truly marvelous weapon. Worth only more.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I pooped myself a little bit when I was like 10, probably even playing it. And I just saw these guys in like the black hoods show up, and I was just like, what in the world?
I said, bro, where you get that? Where you get that Adidas? Is that what the new Adidas?
I think it was also
man?
because I didn't play Chain of Memories until later after I played 2, and I was like, so they're Organization 13, but there are only 7 of them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
whatever
yeah, it's
happened
funny.
to the other...
Because you killed them in the other games.
slaughtered them, actually. Especially in Riku's story in Chain of Memories, he just goes through them.
Alright, what's the worst Kingdom Hearts game in your opinion?
Ooh, the worst one, gameplay-wise, is Chain of Memories.
Wow.
Because it completely abandons the action RPG stuff and just goes for like a half-action Yu-Gi-Oh! Poor man's Yami Yugi type of duel system. And it's just absolute trash. Honestly, the gameplay is just so bad. Because it doesn't come down to skill, it comes down to if you have been lucky enough to get a bunch of good cards. And so I couldn't imagine if that game came out today with the monetization.
Bring it on.
Because just imagine,
oh my God.
You want to go through the story mode? That'll be $5.
That game takes place during the Keyblade Wars, doesn't it? Like where you're babies and stuff, and you're.
Oh no, you're thinking of Birth by Sleep.
No. I'm thinking of like the very it was on the phone. Like it explains at the very beginning of the Keyblade Wars.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That one definitely is, yeah. That one happens. That one happens before Sora is even a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Okay. What movie is that from?
I'm not sure.
Oh. So I went to church the other day, and when I was my pastor, I was like, "Hey, pastor," he said, "What's up, Jake?" I said, "You know what my favorite verse is?" He said, "Oh, what is it?" And I said, "Oh, dude, Ezekiel 25:17." He said, "Oh, really?"
My God.
He said, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah, man. You know, I just love how it says the path of the righteous man is pursued on sides by the iniquity, the selfishness, tyranny of evil men. And blessed is he in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds of the weak, the valley of darkness, for he proves the brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee great rings of fierce danger, those who think of poison, this are my brothers, and you will know my name is the Lord when I strike my lay my vengeance down upon thee." And he was listening, he was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." And I said, "It's not in the Bible."
Oh my God.
And that's not even a real verse. That's like Samuel L. Jackson made that up.
He literally made it up. Yeah. You know the funny thing about it is in Captain America's Winter Soldier, I think he actually has it on the tombstone where it has a Nick Fury. It just has the very first couple. It doesn't show it for very long, but if you go back and watch it, it'll have on the tombstone the path of the righteous man.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's hilarious. I noticed it the first time I was in the movie theater, and I about lost it.
It's like no one's going to get it because no one's ever seen the Quentin Tarantino movie that is Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, because Pulp Fiction is just such a good movie.
I mean, it's a classic. It is absolutely I was with my parents. I told you about this. I was with my parents the other day. And, I played this, and I quoted the entire thing, and they're like, "Wow, that's actually." They said it's so impressive you can memorize all this stuff. I said, "Yeah, it's pretty bad how in my head I have all these things that don't really matter." They're like, "Oh, I can't remember freaking notes."
That's what I felt most of my knowledge was. It was just a bunch of useless, random information that pop up.
Love isn't always on time. Dun, 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 dun. Hold the line. What is the name of that band?
It's not Mr. Mister.
I'll give you a hint. It's not 1-1, but it's
1-2.
What's?
I'm not sure.
2-2.
Oh, 2-2. Yeah.
Toto.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what 2-2? What the hell?
Dude, what the frick? And you totally just went along with it.
I was like, whose whack ass band? His name is 2-2.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time.
Another good thing about 2 that I didn't like in Kingdom Hearts 1 was The fact that like whenever you switched your party members out, they wouldn't get the experience that you would earn, so you had to go back and individually level the characters up.
Oh, really?
That became frustrating very quick.
Was that in this game, or was that the first game?
That's in the first game. Like,
So
it's
you had to, like...
super frustrating.
Wait, why do you use Mulan and not Donald?
You have to use Mulan in this part of the story.
Look at her, she's fell. She freaking fell at the beginning. Are you kidding me? Does she know how to fight?
No, she does, but in this like little armor that she has, she's absolute trash. So she's pretty much a liability until we get off the mountain.
R.I.P.
But we're level 11, nice.
Let's go.
Yeah. Power form equals broken.
It will devour all the hoes.
It shall be done.
Execute Order 66. It'll be done, my lord. Blast him! See, that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand is like why Rex didn't tell Cody about the chips in their head.
Oh yeah.
But like Cody was such a by the books guy that like he probably wouldn't believe him and thought it was you know, him betraying the Republic. So he just kind of went on his own way.
Yeah. What the heck? What the Heart was just trying to do? The electric slide? Jesus.
Doom, 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 doom. Boogie woogie woogie. Hey, it's my dad. Boogie woogie woogie. Have you seen that? The vines? Okay. It's my dad. Boogie woogie woogie. Oh man.
Sniped?
Snipe. Dead. Bing, bop, boom. Bada bing, bop.
Dude, the super hot fire videos are just so... I mean, it's
Hilarious.
classic, it is.
Bing, bop, boom. Oh!
Where's this other Heartless at? Okay, there he is. Oh, really? I thought I could hit him. Alright, there you go. Alright, where's this other...
There isn't always on time. I'm playing that song right now. I'm about to play it.
Dang.
I'm sorry. I can't stop myself from singing it, man. I'm going insane.
But do it! Just do it!
Just do it. Just let your dreams be dreams.
Oh, I get the AP boost for that? Yeah, we're equipping that. Also didn't realize I had leveled up Valor Form. Yay!
Here we go, going on the beat, building the flow. Tell me what I know. Aries Game Productions go. Heaven go. Do your freestyle now, baby. Throw it down. Do a freestyle. Go.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see. I had no clue these guys would actually pop up over here.
Yeah.
Actually scared me to death a little bit.
Oh, y'all.
But I do need some
Hold the
subscriber
line.
coverage. There we go.
Love isn't always on time.
And, or we could just listen to the beautiful soundtrack of The Land of Dragons, which is not my favorite soundtrack part of the game.
Here you go, right
actually.
here. I don't know this music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Aren't you getting pumped up right now?
Yeah, I actually am. Because I'm actually probably one of my favorite
Monday.
parts of this. Actually, yes, Monday. I will get to experience this, and it will be. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do once I finish 3. Like, just because I have been waiting for that game for literally
13 years, baby.
And
Here we go. Get that drop going, baby. Pump it up.
oh my god, yeah, it might be even too much. I might get emotional at GameStop. That's gonna be embarrassing. Wow, what the hell?
I like how it says there's like no one watching it, but I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
I swear, YouTube is messed up sometimes.
It is. It's the strangest thing. Especially like if like we're doing this like on streaming, like
Yeah.
oh, you monster.
In the kingdom of thee. People who say
I like when people actually came out with this song and everybody was like, dude, this song's straight garbage, and then everybody started bumping it for their YouTube channels.
Yeah, I'm like,
That was hilarious. I was like, just
don't
wait.
ever call this song trash again, or
Because
we will fight in the streets.
Because every time we had heard the song, it was like 30 seconds of the song, and everybody was like, dude, this song garbage, man. 'Cause
It's
we
a
don't know
beautiful
the
song, dude.
I was like,
Again, even Sanctuary was ahead of its time.
yeah, Sanctuary was.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Sanctuary, and even just like the piano for Dearly Beloved, like just the start of the game screen for Kingdom Hearts 1.
When you walk away, you don't.
Oh, apparently, the
kiss.
version of that is available on YouTube.
Oh, I know, I have it. I have it.
No, are you talking about the
Kingdom
new
Hearts, I
game
have it,
screen
yeah.
for Kingdom Hearts 3?
It's finally on. It's finally on iTunes. After all this time, you can never get it, and now you can finally get it.
Were you talking about Sanctuary or the new theme for Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh, I already had the new theme. I bought the album.
Oh.
Yeah, I pre-ordered
Good boy.
that sucker, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
That actually makes me a little bit more proud of you. Let's get these Heartless over here. Time to use a cheap exploit called get all the little ones come unto me.
And Aries, think about it like this. If I get to move in with you, do you know how awesome it's going to be? We don't have to buy, like 2 of each game anymore. Like, if we want to play a game, we can both just play it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
that's gonna be dope. Like,
It's like, if I want to buy a game, frick, I'm going to go buy me a game. Okay, you want to play it? Sure, you can play it. Like, you know what I mean? We don't have to have that problem anymore. So, that works out just kind of cool.
that would be neat.
I was actually playing that song, and someone came in on the stream, and they immediately left. I was like, oh, okay, that's probably my fault. I'm sorry. Man, who's this guy? Was it loud to you that when I was playing it?
Not really.
Okay, well, hopefully it wasn't too loud. Everyone's just probably getting really angry. It's like,
I said, who
who's
the
this
hell is this
freaking
guy?
nerd playing the song? Oh,
my
man.
God. Alright, oh, forgot the village gets completely destroyed while we're in there fighting.
Oh, I'm also on a season 5, almost season 6 of that 70 show.
I didn't even know you were...
Say what?
That 70 show, jeez.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I've been super into it.
Forever.
It's on Netflix, bro. Go watch it sometime. But yeah, Do you have
Do you
Netflix?
see how much money Netflix used to keep Friends on Netflix?
No, probably all their budget. That in The Office.
I'm
But The
pretty
Office
sure.
is gonna go
I
off
think
soon.
I think they paid him like something like, I think it was something ridiculous, like $5 million to keep it on there.
I guarantee you, it's if not The Office, it's Friends that probably has like the most revenue for the Netflix. I
Like
mean, The Office is just a hit.
it's like it's absolutely ridiculous. Like they were just like, yeah, take $5 million to keep a show that everybody just doesn't even actually watch. They just keep in the background when they're doing homework.
Because if they don't keep it, they're gonna lose out. You know?
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, still,
It's like, you know, it's like you have your PS4, but you play your Switch. You keep the PS4 because you know at one point you're gonna want that PS4.
Yeah.
Similar concept. Do you
Yeah.
kill all these things?
I try to kill as many of them as I can. Yeah.
You know, it's really funny. Like you can have enemies like this and the game doesn't crash, but Battlefront, the new like PS4 edition, you can't have more of them. Like,
Yeah.
right, one more game, boy.
Oh my god, that's actually depressing. And that's annoying attack. Yeah. Get all reversal.
It's just like, you know what I think that they can't have like super big battles anymore. I think it's because they literally put all their data and like all their storage on the disk. They leave it all on. It's all fed up with just graphics.
Yeah.
Like it's just games are just graphics now, and like we're starting to lose actual quality. Like Resident Evil 2 is probably one of the biggest examples of how it's quality and it's still a great game and it looks great. You know?
Yeah.
That's like me playing the DS right now, having all these games, dude. Like I'm learning how to appreciate games not based on how they look, but like how they play. And, like,
Yes,
it's been,
exactly. How they what is the depth of the game better, or is that all you got? Like, is it just one trick pony, or can you keep going back to it over and over again? This game is a perfect example of that, actually.
Perfect example. I mean, like, there's not really different storylines or anything, but like, I mean, it's fun to get back into and play again. You know,
This is
like,
this is literally
classic.
this is a 12-and-a-half-year-old game.
Heck, I'll tell you this much: if there is one game that I would find myself that I will keep going back to and playing, like no matter what, it's going to be Knights of the Republic, Battlefront, like you know what I mean, like those original games they made quality games. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Give me
Oh, did you see that the new Total War game that's coming out is Romance of Three Kingdoms?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's I just feel I feel so great about myself sometimes because like I actually know the history of like China, I know the history of Japan. Like I actually know this crap because like the Dynasty Warriors, the Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, that's the best part, honestly, about that game is like you can actually say that hasn't informed you at all. It's a game where it actually does, and it just actually fun. The games are just really
It's a fun game, like it's very cool, but you're actually learning about history. Don't get me wrong, not every aspect of it is like 100%. Like I'm pretty sure Musa abilities wasn't a real thing, but but you didn't have like Ryu Hayabusa coming back from the freaking future and just deleting everybody.
Yeah.
But like still, I mean like they're very not lifelike, but they're very similar to you know what happened, and like they have their own like what if scenarios. And now Mulan's freaking broken. She was broken like 5 minutes ago. Now she's
we're about to get real broken here. Yeah.
I just want to get broken. I just want to get real sad.
Mushu.
I wish you and Mushu on out of here, boy. Sorry, I had to say it.
Well, the best thing about Mushu when he was broken in Kingdom Hearts 1.
I forgot how I didn't actually get him in Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't know how to do it because you had to like fight him in his like boss form, I think.
Oh no, it's after you beat Maleficent, the dragon form. You go back to Merlin's house, talk to the godmother, and then she'll give them to you.
How the frick do you know that? Exactly. Like you didn't know that you had to do that. I'm gonna put in Pokemon Y right now.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Sean, you boss fight with Vower form. Let's go.
I'm gonna make sure the volume's off, so you know. I like how this guy has like no one cares about Sean Yu. He's just like kind of there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, isn't Sean Yu a Mongolian?
Yeah.
Because this is like Mulan is based on a poem from China.
Wow, that actually hurt a lot.
But yeah, it's based on a poem. I forgot what. I don't know if it's actually called Mulan, but it's based on a poem from China that was based on this, I guess. But the Mongolians weren't a joke, bro. They literally came in and they were messing everybody up.
Yeah, they used to send the ears of the villagers they killed over to the next village.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
You're so thoughtful, you know.
I guess, dang it. But
lend me your ear, like literally.
Poor favor.
Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law.
Stop right there, you violated the law. It's still probably one of the
Me
best.
and my buddy joke about that every Friday night we work at the Y. Like we always joke about that. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. And they pay the quarter by a civil sentence. You're still in goods now forfeit. Then pay with your blood. Ah. Oh.
You know, the only really bad part about I think the Kingdom
Here you go,
Hearts
buddy.
games
Listen to this.
is this right here. Yeah. Was
Pokemon
Pokemon
Y,
Y the one that did Mega Evolutions? I think it was. I think Pokemon Y was the one that I think had the Mega Evolutions in it, which were always nice. A lot of people, some people didn't like them. I didn't mind them, mainly because I don't take Pokemon that seriously. I've always looked at it as a very fun game for me to just relax and play.
I'm so confused. Like I put the game in and like there's like apparently like already a profile.
Huh.
I hate when that happens.
You just see, it said, I have a level 70 Charizard? What the hell?
I know, dude. That's exactly what happened on the Fire Emblem Birthright when I played. Like this dude had already beaten the game. I'm like, bruh.
You accidentally opened the last chapter. Sure.
Yeah. Great games, by the way. Makes me really excited for the Switch when that game comes out. I know you're gonna get that immediately. If you don't, I will judge you.
Wait, which one?
The new Fire Emblem game.
Oh yeah, I will be playing that. No ifs, ands, or buts. We'll be playing it. Whether I'll stream it is a different thing. That is a completely different thing. What?
How do you start a new freaking game?
Because the only problem with like doing that is that I'm not sure if I actually want to have both a Nintendo online and a PS4 online stuff. It's the
To look up online how to start an option to.
Whether you can delete one of the save files.
I'm not seeing it. It's just like.
I actually find it hard to
Oh
believe.
my gosh. Oh, this is hilarious. At the opening sequence, press the following button combination: up plus B plus X. This should prompt you for deleting your save file. The up plus B no longer works on the XY series at the main menu. Are you kidding me?
Alright, well, for some reason it says the connection's not sufficient to keep up the stream, so
I mean, it's
I
still
will
fine
probably
for
be...
me.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going for me. Doesn't mean it stopped. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, for some
So
reason,
keep
whenever
moving
it
the
does,
diagram.
yeah, whenever it does that, I think like it just cuts off my stream.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Like I've
that's
seen
good.
it. I've seen it happen before. Yeah. It's fine.
Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, in that case, we'll keep going. Because that's actually, I think, caused me to stop a stream before.
I know you were very pissed that you're like.
Yeah, I was probably more pissed off than anything else. It's just because I was like, yeah, we finally got to the end of the world, and now we're gonna. Oh God.
Oh God, no! Please, no! No!
Yeah, Steve Carell one. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I do have to say one of my favorite Gummy missions is probably in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's the one where you're on the highway. That one is very nice. I think it's right before you get to Agrabah or Halloween Town. It's dope.
Yeah.
Because they got that shredding guitar solo in there.
Adam, you want to know my last Pokemon game I played was?
How's that?
Fire Red. Or like Leaf Green, Fire Red.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like those... Actually, those games were probably... I consider them my real introduction into Gen 1, because I think I was just too young to really appreciate the actual Red version. And even then, I went back and did the new game for Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. I actually did that, and that was actually pretty fun. It of course isn't the same as the old version of it though.
Dude, Toonami is airing the new SAO Season 3 on February 9th at 12:30 a.m.
Oh, what the hell?
I know, right? Already? It's not even fully done yet.
Yeah. They might be doing it like the old school way, like as soon as the new episode comes up, you have to watch it on there. That'd be pretty dope. I'm just actually glad they actually have Toonami brought back. That was very smart by Cartoon Network.
Okay, I just started the game and says, so let's start off with this. Are you a boy or a girl? I'm non-binary.
Yeah. Triggered.
I'm triggered.
You've activated my trap card. Triggered.
You activated my trap card. I'm pissed.
I'm super pissed.
I want
Dude,
blonde hair.
I kind of actually am thinking about doing looking into doing Jump Force if I have enough for the funds. Might look into it. So
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it. Not right yet. I don't know.
see, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things though, where if I don't go ahead and get it, I'm gonna regret doing it, and then whenever I try to look for it, no one's gonna have it.
Oh, but
That's
they'll
my only
have it.
fear.
Come on, they'll
That's my-
have it.
that's my
They'll
only
have
fear.
it. It's not gonna do. Trust me. Like, it's gonna be there, and like when you want it, you'll be able to get it. Like, if not, you can buy it online, and like you can just have it immediately. Just download it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I really don't think you should buy it at first, just because Jump Force, the original one they did,
Yeah,
like, you
J-Stars.
really can't trust. You can't trust it. Even though we both like J-Stars, you can't trust it at first.
Yeah, sure.
And besides, you already have KH3 coming out, and I just don't think that You're already gonna be busy playing KH3.
Yeah, that's true. Most of my time is probably gonna be on KH3.
Look, I want to encourage you to make bad decisions like I do.
Ooh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, speaking
I
of a
need you to
bad
encourage me
decision,
not to
that
make bad
rock
decisions.
falling on my head was a bad decision. Definitely got a PhD in that. Pretty horrible decision.
PhD in what?
In exactly that, the PhD, the pretty horrible decision.
Oh, rip.
Why does that Heartless have so much health? Eating its Wheaties.
I can't believe I am playing Pokemon after all these years.
Wait, who's gonna be your starter?
I thought my mom had like a huge butt, but like she had this jacket tied around her waist like she's in middle school. I was like, dang, mom, look at that booty.
Game Freak making that thickness.
Is this where all the content went? Is your butt?
Oh my god.
Ooh, apparently Ahsoka's going to be in the new, Anakin is going to be in the new Battlefront, Ahsoka, I think the Republic Commando may be in it as well. Battlefront 2?
Oh yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It may be.
I can't believe I actually still have it.
Like Battlefront 2?
Yeah, I thought I would.
I mean, did you like buy the physical copy or did you buy it online?
Oh, I did the online one. It was they had it on sale for like the $10 or whatever it was.
Well, yeah, I told you to get it because like, dude, it was like worth nothing, and like all this DLC for nothing. Like, heck yeah. Like, do you still have it downloaded?
Yeah, I do.
I'm actually about to re-download it real fast, just because like I have people coming over and like it's actually a really fun game to play, and you can actually play Geonosis like with friends now. I think.
That's nice.
So that's pretty cool. Except the thing that people want to play Geonosis, but they can't freaking play Geonosis because there's no actual way to actually play the game. just Geonosis. So everyone's been angry with EA because they've yet to make like a system where like you can pick and choose what maps you want to play.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. They have not yet done that, and freaking 360 PS2 games have done that. Why? So you know.
Why?
Did you see the comment I posted in the? Did it even post? It didn't even post. That's so lame. I said, I commented like way earlier. I said, Sora looking like a lifeguard with a Speedo on, looking like when he first got out of the thing, like he looked like those high shorts because they were too short on him. Lifeguard looking,
I've actually just realized I've been using the Kingdom Key this entire time too.
Keys to the Kingdom, baby. I mean, Anthem does look pretty okay. I don't know if I really want to play it at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sucked in again. My
Because
heart's already been
it might
broken
be one of
once.
those things where we actually really do enjoy it, and we're just like, oh, shh, I guess they did alright. Like, see, like we're gonna.
You don't want to admit that. You don't. You literally do not want to admit it.
Yeah,
and like,
especially with the EA behind them though, because.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's gonna have the same problems that the first one, like that Destiny did. I mean, there's not gonna be enough content, and it's gonna be vast as a river, but depth of a puddle. You know.
Yeah.
One of the
Dude,
best freaking quotes ever made by Angry Joe.
That really was. It's
No Man's Sky, rip.
yeah, every man's lie. Yeah.
Oh, I never heard Every Man's Lie. That's good. That's really good. Freaking all the crystal packs are back in the Battlefront.
Oh yeah, God.
Oh, rip my soul, oh Battlefront, you suck.
Old gospel music brought to you by Whack Ass Stream.
Blacky Bye, get that out of here.
In the words of did you ever watch any more of those videos I sent you? That guy, the rage quitter. This is
No, I didn't. I don't like watching guys like that. Those guys are just. If you're like delusional like that, you just are.
Oh yeah, he's
probably because you're just
delusional.
cancer.
Yeah, he's absolutely delusional.
That all you got?
Wow, Hades is so strong.
We're gonna get a Pokemon! Pokemon! Gotta catch him up!
I know it's wonder.
You sound like freaking Creed. No, it's my destiny. You teach me and I'll teach you.
It's Pearl Jam, man.
Pokemon! Just a small town girl living in lonely world. You spoke
Dude, I just realized
going.
Orin is probably one of the most broken party members this series has ever had.
What? Bring it over here. Oh, okay. We were just talking about you.
Speaking of some new stuff that got out, did you see perhaps the new stuff for Mortal Kombat?
I mean, I've seen somewhat.
But it's actually, it looks a lot more like an Injustice Mortal Kombat, if that makes any sense.
You see, I don't think I'm ever going to get back into that anymore. I think Injustice was it for me in fighting games.
It's not my favorite, but I still liked it for the time being.
No, I liked Injustice, don't get me wrong. Like, I thought it was cool. I can't stand how they can't seem to get hero games right, other than just doing fighting games.
Yeah.
You know? Like...
Except for, like, Spider-Man. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. Well, you actually played Spider-Man though. I did not play the new one.
The new Spider-Man?
Yeah, I still haven't played it.
Oh, I played it. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I liked it. Here's the only problem I had with it, and some people may like crucify me on the cross if I say this, but you gotta say it sometimes. I am done with Spider-Man. Like, I am tired of Spider-Man. Like, I am tired of the same villains. I'm tired of the same plots. I'm tired of... Yeah, I'm just tired of Spider-Man. Like, literally, I grew up watching all the Spider-Man TV shows, all the movies, like, everything. You are getting nothing different than you would, you know, anything else. So, it's frustrating, because, like, it's a great game, but, like, it's ultimately tainted, because I grew up playing Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you know, one of the best games ever made in terms of Spider-Man games, and, like, you can keep making new Spider-Man games all you want, but just like, bro, we've already done these games so many times before, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's getting to the point where, like, we need new heroes. We need better heroes. We need, like, more do something different, which is kind of hard to do, but figure it out. Like, I'm so tired of people bringing back old stuff just because that's the only thing because the new stuff can't sell anything.
Yeah.
It's because you're not being creative enough. That's why it's not selling. Or, you know...
I think it might just be more upsetting for me that like it couldn't be that way, and if they're really wanting to do something like that, like if they really want to try to I guess go back to what their like creative structure would be for those kind of games, it's just gonna be harder, I think, because like we're just used to it. And then when they get people used to it, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you guys ate it up the last time we did something like that. And they're gonna be like, yeah, that was the last time you guys did something like that. We don't want that. We want, you know, to innovate a little bit.
Yeah. So again, I think Spider-Man was a really great game. I think it's great for kids if they want to get into the game. I mean, it's Spider-Man at its finest. I mean, you can't really explain it other than that. But again, nothing new. Just nothing new. So, I mean, I only got pumped up watching a trailer for Spider-Man when I saw someone combine Spider-Man with you say run.
Oh
And like it was
yeah.
actually really cool. I actually thought it was a really cool video. Like it's pretty awesome. But RDC World came out with a new video. It's an anime house.
Yeah, well, I actually kind of want to check that out eventually.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's actually these guys are coming back balls deep. It's awesome. Okay, what should I name my Pokemon? I got Fennekin, the fire Pokemon.
Destroyer of worlds. Alright, we gotta fight Cerberus now. It's gonna be dope. Yeah.
So I got Fennekin, the fire Pokemon. It's I don't know, but I don't know what to name it.
Go ahead and name it the dopest thing ever. If it even has enough characters for that.
Actually, the dopest thing ever.
Let's see, where's he going? Could I use Bushido Bliss? Actually, I'm about to die. I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna name it Fox, because it looks like a fox.
There we go. Let's toast this boy. Let's do that. Oh, that's melted. We got ice cream coming on a Sunday in July.
Sounds milky.
It is. Oh wow. It's a little late heat action. Reaction command.
I got a Pokédex, baby.
That's deuces right there. That's actually probably, I think that's actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. Because it's so early in the game too, and the game's like, we need you to use the circle and X button as much as you possibly can spam it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we got counter guard, yeet, and reaction boost. Yeah, let's do that.
I got me a Pokemon.
Say it, don't spray it.
You want to touch my face, you freaking nerd?
I probably could, but you know.
Okay, we don't have to be mean about it.
I think the thing I also like about 2 better than I did 1 was that, like, the worlds that they picked, you are actually going back to them again after you, like, go to them the first time. And
Yeah.
you get, like, more of a sense that, like, you're actually helping, that you have to go back and help them out, versus you just, like, saying, oh, hey, everybody, how's it going? Like, helping them out once, and then that's it. That's pretty much the end of the story.
Yeah. But like Kingdom Hearts 3, you're going back to the same worlds again.
Yeah,
I
so...
don't know how I feel about that.
I do, I mean, I like going back to Pirates because they changed it up a little bit, it looks like.
How, Sway?
Because it actually looks like you're going to do some Assassin's Creed piloting the ship type of stuff.
Nani?
So that looks pretty dope. The only thing that looked weird was like there was like a flying Heartless in one of the missions, it looked like, and it just looked strange.
Yeah, it's called my ex-girlfriend. What? I mean, sorry. What the heck?
Nutty.
Alright, where do I go? Oh, I tamed a potion. Get wrecked, you freaking nerds. Give me stuff. Give me free stuff. I play with Pokemon and pet it. You freaking pervert. I got to go home and prepare for my journey back to become the best that it ever was. Oh, I'm in a battle now. Okay.
Nice.
Against a grass type, I have a fire type. Try to get that A whoop.
Yeah.
Go, Fox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fight. Use Ember. Use Tackle. Use Ember. It's super effective. A critical hit. What will Fox do? Use Ember again, because I don't want to lose this fight.
Pull the geese hour, just predictable.
Predictable. It's not very effective. Fox uses Ember. It's super effective. The opposing chessman fainted. Oh yeah, KO baby. Fox gained 270 EXP. I bet your booty I did. Dude, my first Pokemon I want to get is Blaziken.
Ooh, yeah. Blaziken's probably at least top 25 favorite.
Yeah, 110%. Oh, tomorrow's Friday, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Girl, I messed up your Pokemon, girl. Your Pokemon gonna call his mommy, because like I freaking whooped you booty.
Well.
Huh, well then.
And let's see. If anything, I might put a whooping on Dimix real quick and beat up this Coliseum before we call it quits on the stream.
Nah, don't you call quits, you nerd.
Boy.
Like my mom is just like, oh, you got a Pokemon? You just woke up and now you're gonna go on a journey and you're gonna be gone like the rest of your life? Oh, okay. Here, get out of my house, please. I'm so tired of you.
Here's $500.
Here's my freaking credit card. Use it. Maxed out for all I care. Just get out of my house.
She's like, are you going to abuse the animals while you're gone? No, Mom. You're definitely not gonna go. Oh, by the way, I saw, in case anyone goes back and watches this, I saw your playthrough of Hateful Boyfriend.
Yeah.
I thought that was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
One person, there were some people that didn't like it. It was, there's a couple guys like TL, he's a buddy of mine who will come watch streams and stuff, and he was like, what are you even playing? Can you play something else? I'm just like, bruh. I'm trying to do some funny stuff. I'm not trying to be serious all the time.
If only we could have saved the playthrough of me, you, and Wilden in it. Oh my god. Though we were having way too much fun with it.
And you know what sucked about that? The freaking audio didn't record.
Yes, that was what I was just like, come on, like, out of all things. Although I think we actually did, I think it was right before that, we did a Tekken 7 stream that I still have actually. Oh no, it's actually on your channel, yeah.
They got freaking demonetized or something. Just not demonetized, but they got taken down because everyone's being anal.
Yeah, but it's still on there, thankfully. And there's Dimix. We're gonna go whoop him here in a second.
Off we go, onto the wide blue yonder.
Dance, water, dance.
Drop on my knob, a course on the knob.
There's a place that I went to in Nashville that played that, and the first person that I saw that started dancing today, he just said, "What up?" And I was like, oh god.
Was it a white chick?
Yes.
When is it not the white chick?
It usually is, but in the words of our buddy Matt, dang white people.
You only sell Pokeballs? What are you, gay? I'll buy like 5 Pokeballs. There we go. Here's 1,000. Already spent that money. My mommy gave me money. So, have you ever been out by yourself? Nope. My mom just kicked me out of the house and said he gave me money. We only sell the best potions, and literally you only sell just potions. So I bought 5 potions just to get ready. You know, you never know what you're gonna need.
It's true.
So I've already spent like 2,500. That's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. I am prepared. Okay, so you're basically the Poke Restore Center. Okay. Alright. I can't believe I'm finally getting back into the Pokemon world, man.
Gotta just hum the theme song whenever you do it.
A wild Pidgey.
Dang it.
Fight! You scratch! It was not very effective. I shall use Tail Whip. I think I just... What? Okay, I just shoved my butt crack to the guy. That was weird. Okay. Use Ember. Dang, Pidgey. You strong. Can I not use, like, dodge? Do I have to, like, take it every single time? The wild Pidgey fainted, and the Pidgey died. I think like all the Pokemon that fainted are like dead because you kept beating them up in the bushes. Is it really?
Yeah.
And what happens to them? I mean,
they actually just die. Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dark. I forgot what series it was, but it's actually like a real thing.
Oh yeah, we level 7, baby. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh frick. They gave me a nickname. I named myself G-Boy, but I was gonna name it Gay Boy. So apparently I'm G-Boy. I've been so confused why people keep talking like in the third person. Oh, great. I'm G-Boy. You gotta be kidding me. Whatever, I guess I'm G-Boy now.
You're definitely G-Boy. You look like a G-Boy.
Shut up. Shut up.
You're definitely a G-Boy.
Hey, I'm a G. You know what I'm saying?
G-Man, G.
I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
Oh my god. Let's do that one then, yeah.
A wild Bunebly.
Let's go beat the Hydra.
Boy, I already know how to freaking play Pokemon.
Do you though? Cheap ass tactic by the Hydra. Alright.
Oh, you're catching it. No one wants to catch Pokemon.
Let's go ahead and let him take that L right there.
And we are promoting animal slavery. Nice.
As is tradition.
That's his tradition. Oh, she gave me Pokeballs. Are you kidding me? I just bought some.
Why
You
the?
scratch.
Why do you have like 5 hands?
I guess we'll go on and capture a Pokeball. We'll catch the Pokemon. Use Pokeball.
Wow, this is actually infuriating. How do I even get past this fight?
Thank you. I swear he would have busted out with it. So angry. Dun 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 dun. Oh god. Give nickname to the cod to Bunebly. It's like a freaking bunny. I'll name him Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
It's a female.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I just realized something, like, okay, I'm just gonna save it here, and I'm just gonna take a break, because I'm not gonna play this game in long strides, I'm gonna take my time. But, I'm gonna put Bravely Default in now. But, crap, I don't remember what I was saying. No, I don't remember what I was saying. Come on, beat that monster. Come on, he's almost dead. I believe in you, Evan.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Aries. I mean, Evan, Aries. I mean,
Oh my god.
spoiler alert, his name's Evan. And my name's Jake.
Yeah. And that'll be a dead one right there.
Here's my question. Would you ever do like a face reveal?
Yeah, I probably would, yeah.
I feel that. I feel like if I had like, you know, at a certain amount of time I may, you know, but
Yeah, at
not,
this point there's
not,
just,
not any, not, no, there's no point.
yeah, there's not one.
There is zero, it is how you say pointless. There's less of a point.
Alright, so we'll be going ahead and turning up the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Aries from Aries Game Productions. And go check out Mondo from Modification Gaming's channel. And
Bet you won't, no balls.
oh dang it. But I'll see you guys later. And peace out. And we'll be back probably with some more of this gameplay. So see you guys.